All right, some quick thoughts on the New York mayoral race. I'm going to make 3 points, maybe four. We'll see how this goes. The first point is that Mamdani is clearly a generational political talent, clearly someone who is very skilled at this and knows that to win a race like this is all about your hustle, all about your ability to do the work on the ground. And by contrast, Cuomo ran a very lazy campaign, a very entitled campaign. And the thing about entitlement is that voters can sense it. They know when you think that you're just going to coast into office. And they respect and like candidates who treat them like their votes matter. They have to be earned. And Mamdani did that. And that's a lesson, I think, for anyone running for office, and especially anyone challenging an incumbent. The second point I want to make is about just the relationship of this race to fights within the Democratic Party. It is clear that there is a substantial part of the Democratic establishment that sees Mamdani as a threat to its power, a threat to its position. The irony of this is that in a lot of ways, Mamdani was running the kind of campaign that centrist Democrats in particular say that ought to be run. Centrist Democrats are saying that you need to run campaigns focused on kitchen table issues, on meeting people where they are, on talking to people on the ground, on treating them like they matter. And that's exactly what Mamdani did. And that's the opposite of what Cuomo did. Cuomo ran again a lazy campaign focused on basically symbolic issues. What does Mamdani think about Israel? What relevance is that to running New York, which is the actual job on issue here? In a lot of ways, Mamdani vindicates something of a centrist case for how to run in elections. But the thing about that case is that it really is not ideological. It's about meeting the voters where they are as much as possible, appealing to them as much as possible, reaching them wherever you can, and talking to the issues that matter to them. And if you can do that, you can win these kinds of races. And I think Mamdani demonstrates that. I think we'll see other candidates pick up this approach, recognizing that it can be tailored to the specific electorate. The third point I want to make is that although the Democratic establishment did line up behind Cuomo, something interesting is happening here, which is that almost immediately Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, the head of the Brooklyn Democratic Club, are all saying we're for Mamdani. We're going to support his bid in November. And it's likely going to shut out any possibility of a challenge to its bid in November, which I think is a testament to something that I'm not sure people in this app appreciate, which is that the American party system is quite porous and quite weak. And if you can win primaries, if you can become the presumptive nominee, that it's hard to dislodge that. That's a huge victory. And that's something that can be built upon. And my hope is that Mamdani himself and others build upon what happened in New York.